Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
You cold today?
Why
are
you calling me out? Right?
Yeah,
You calling me out right
now. Have that? Is that hot?
I have a hand warmer. You know, if you were going hunting or something, you'd have a hand warmer. And yes.
When was the last time you went hunting?
All right, I've never gone hunting, but I have gone fishing. And you know what? And on New Year's Eve, when we're live outside talking about first night, we have like hand warmers stuck all over the place. And I found it in my drawer and I broke it out today because the newsroom is chilly.
Also, when was the last time you went fishing, David Highfield?
Well, you know what? It's been a while, but I would like to go back. Fishing is fun. I liked it until we found like a copperhead snake rolled up on the trail. That was the last time I went fishing.
So you went fishing on ground, not in a boat?
No, on ground. Yeah, we were alongside the stream.
On ground?
Yes, on ground. I was on ground.
On land.
Not on water, on ground. All right, hey, it's Wednesday. Let's get to our What You Think Wednesday question. And you know what? I didn't think that many people would chime in on this.
I know.
Lots of people chimed in. And the question is about when you're shopping, like at the grocery store or another store, are you one of the people that reach to the back of the shelf to get like the milk with the Best By date or the book that no one has touched that's not like tattered in any way?
This is so interesting because I've never done this with clothes or other items before.
Yeah.
But I get it for food, you know, and it really depends. And I'm so glad that we have Allison's comment. This is exactly how I feel too, Allison.
Okay.
So Allison says, for things like food, I think it really depends on family size. 100% agree on this. For example, someone who's a single person is not going to go through milk as fast as someone like Allison, who's a household of 5. They go through a gallon of milk in 2 to 3 days. That's how, I mean, that's how we are. We've gotten a little bit better. The kids aren't drinking as much milk as they used to, but Rocco's in a cereal phase right now. And so, boom, gone. Like, we go through it in a matter of days,
No,
too.
that makes a total difference, yeah.
So
no wonder you're looking for the longer Best By date. But for you guys,
we don't need
you're going to burn through it anyway.
Yeah.
You might be back at the store in 2 days.
That's right.
More.
Yeah.
All right, Kurt says, I usually reach for the first one because I'm shaped like a baby T-Rex. All right, Kurt. I mean, look, it's easier to get to the one in front, especially if you're in a hurry. Maybe you're not even going to bother with it.
Listen, you know, Kurt, I'm sorry. I am with you because as a short person, I hate when things are stacked so high up on the shelves. I mean, there have been times where I'm like rock climbing the shelves to get to something.
Right, and that's not good. They don't want you to do that in the store because, you know, one false move and all of a sudden Heather Abraham's down on aisle 8.
Right, but what are you going to do? I mean, if nobody is in the aisle, and sometimes I'll ask someone for help, but other times, you know, I'm an independent woman. I'm going to get it myself.
Well, no, and I'm taller than you, and I've had that instance where, you know, well, I've never actually climbed, but I've like stood on my tippy toes, like, you know, as people walk by and they're like, what is he up to? All right, Jenna says definitely for milk, bread, and cheese. I look for the expiration date, books and clothing, mostly for the condition. And I get that. Like, if you're going to give a book as a gift, you don't want the book that's right in the front that everybody has like paged through because it gets a little wrinkled, a little tattered, and you know.
So I've never paid that much attention to those things.
If it's a gift, I pay more attention.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yeah.
Tammy says yes, almost always. If the stores are stocking properly and rotating the products, the fresher things are in the back.
Yeah. Another Tammy says, I do at times, like for magazines, not all wrinkled from people browsing through it. I have noticed that at the airport. Like the magazines in the front are like, I think some people at the airport are reading the magazine in the store.
Yeah.
I think that's what happens.
Barbara says, as for clothing, I try not to take an item on the rack. I never know who sneezed on it. Or maybe
Actually,
up.
Oh no, Barbara, you've given me a new thing to be paranoid about.
See, you know,
someone sneezed on this shirt.
I don't know why it is, but especially when we're shopping for the kids, it doesn't matter. As they've grown, it has always happened this way. If we need a 4T, there's one 4T, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It just always seems to happen that way. And then there'll be a bunch of 2Ts and like, you know, just one of the 4.
Sometimes you're just digging just to find the size.
That's it. But I've never done this because out of fear that someone has, or that something has been touched too much.
Barb has it now. Like, I am totally, all right, Dawn and Nancy say, bread for sure. All right, I get it. Oh, one more. Lauren says, I always check the dates because I've gotten very expired Diet Coke from 2 different local grocery stores.
Now, I will say you should check at least the date. Not even like, you know, for us for milk, it's fine, but there are cases where there's expired stuff that's still on the shelves.
It's very true.
And I've had that happen, like something expires the next day and it's yogurt or something. And you're like, I'm never going to go through all this yogurt in one day.
Right.
What do you do?
Yeah, you have a yogurt eating party. Invite me over.
That can cause some tummy issues, though. You know, it depends on what we're working with.
No one is showing up for your yogurt eating party.
If there's a lot of probiotics, we're going to have some problems.
All right, the total tally is 95% of you say, yes, I reach to the back.
It's an interesting conversation. 5% of you say no. Just what's up front. Thanks for weighing in. This is a really fun one.
Actually, I was surprised by all the responses.
And I don't know how you like to have your barbecue sauce, but if you like it pink, head over to the UK. That's where you can find it.
Oh my gosh, take a look at this. Yeah, Kraft Heinz, they've hopped onto the Barbie bandwagon. They actually talked about this, and we shared this on the show, where they were saying, hey, we're gonna cook this up. Well, now they've cooked it up. It's sold in limited edition in the UK, and the pink comes from beetroot extract. It's vegan mayonnaise and barbecue sauce mixed together, and it's probably delicious. The thing is, can you get past the color? Because to me, it looks like you're putting Pepto-Bismol on something.
Also, how does it cook? Because sometimes if it's barbecue sauce and you're cooking something with it, how does it wind up cooking down?
Right.
Does it turn a different color? I don't know.
Also, it could be.
While we love Heinz, because you know Pittsburgh and all.
Yes.
It's a little late.
No.
Isn't it a little late? Like you had like probably 8 months worth of a trailer leading up to Barbie.
It feels like they've missed the season.
It's like, hey, guess what? Remember that movie Top Gun? We've come out with some new aviator sunglasses.
Right. Woo, yeah. I like that. All
Krista
right.
in her ear with the joke, but bump. They need to catch up.
Oh, that's good. Actually, I didn't hear what she said, and so I'm glad you heard it. That's good.
Yeah.
Oh, Krista, she's so good with the puns. Yeah. All right, let's talk about one of our favorite topics, sleep. Oh, naps are so nice. A new poll shows only 26% of Americans say that they actually get at least 8 hours of sleep. Only 26%. That tells you where we're at.
Yeah, it's not good. I think we're all a little overworked, overstressed, lots of anxiety, right?
Yeah. Oh, no, I think that's absolutely true.
So more than half of adults polled by Gallup say that they would feel better if they got more shut-eye. Get out.
Yeah, and women under 50 are the group that's least likely to get enough rest. I knew this would not be shocking news to you in any way.
Also,
you fall into that category. But listen, but here's the thing. The results have flipped from a decade ago when 56% of adults said they did get enough sleep. So what in the past decade has changed? I could imagine, like if it were
Do you need me to fill you in, David?
Well, no, I mean, I know we've had some major worldwide events in the past decade, but I feel like, you know, if you were comparing this to like, I don't know, decades and decades ago, like really, I don't know.
I would say like student loan debt, inflation, pandemic, heightened anxiety
all of those
across
things,
the board. I just think there's like, I think
the anxiety levels are higher now than ever before.
I think that just living is harder right now.
Do you think we're all busier right now? Like within the past 10 years, everyone has gotten busier. There's less time to sleep.
Well, and I don't even think that it's less time to sleep. I think that there's probably just things that are keeping you up at night. If you're worried about making your rent payment and keeping the lights on and paying for your grocery bills and, you know, all the making your student loan payments, like I do think there's like a lot of extra stress on younger generations right now. So I get this.
Yeah. All right. Well, we all hope you can get enough sleep. You know what's going to make us feel better? Our adorable animal moment of the day, because it always does. Yeah. All right, so the Boston Marathon was Monday.
Yeah.
Other places would be talking to you about the winners and all that. No. We've gone to the dogs.
Yes, we have. And this was for a very special reason, too. So you can see all the golden retrievers there, and they're so fluffy and friendly and adorable. And they were all here to gather in honor of a dog named Spencer.
So Spencer was the official Boston Marathon dog who passed away from cancer last year, but he really became a symbol of the race, greeting thousands of runners, standing along the route for years. There's even a statue of him there. But that's how much they love him. And when Goldens get together like this, it just makes you happy. They seem like such
they're
faithful dogs.
Yeah.
Like they're dogs that care about, the look in their face is like they care about you.
Aww.
Like, how you doing, Heather?
How you doing?
How you doing? I want you to do well and get enough sleep.
Good boy.
Yeah.
I'm gonna wag my tail and look at you.
Oh, look how cute they are.
Right, that's adorable. And now to meerkats, because we love these two. A couple of babies born at a zoo in Germany, and take a look at them.
I like how they stand up at attention, or maybe those are the parents. These are the little guys. He's standing up too, yeah.
Is it in what is the movie that I'm thinking of where the zoo animals escape? Do you know what I'm talking about? The animated, what was it called?
Yeah,
Madagascar.
Yes.
Weren't the meerkats a little mischievous?
Yes.
Meerkats
Yes.
get into, like in real
Yeah.
life, because I watched Meerkat Manor, if you watched that show. They like, Daryl's giving me a thumbs up.
Yeah.
They documented them, and they're fascinating. In fact, listen to this. So the father is chosen by the head female from among the high-ranking males in the group.
Oh.
Yes. And in damp weather, meerkats huddle together in clay pots and hay-filled baskets under heat lamps. I guess if they're at the zoo.
Not out in the wild. I don't think that happens in the
They
wild.
go to the Home Depot and they're under the heat lamps.
Do you know, meerkats are so fascinating that Boaz's wife wrote the book, How Do Meerkats Order Pizza?
Yeah.
So.
There's a lot to meerkats. And at least one meerkat is on guard at all times and sits in an elevated post and searches for enemies from the air, because big birds are bad for meerkats.
I had
Because
no
they'll come
idea.
down and swoop on them.
I immediately, as soon as you said Big Bird, went to Sesame Street. And I thought, this is not.
No, that big bird would never hurt a meerkat. We love that big bird. All right. Once again, we've been talking and talking, and it's time to move on.